Hi there! So today I want to talk about the breast pumps. I personally have 3 breast pumps at home, all from a company called Medela. And I will go through all pros and cons of each of the pump, and I will just tell you a little bit about so that you can make a more informed choice when you are about to purchase a breast pump. So today we will talk about these 3 pumps. This is a Medela Symphony pump. Then I will talk about Medela hand pump. And in the end I will talk about Medela Motion InBra pump. So let's start with the Symphony pump. Why do we start with this one? Because here in Germany, this is the pump you use at the hospital. And this is a pump that you can rent out from the pharmacy for free. Not completely for free, yeah, almost for free. So I'll tell you how it works. So when I was in a hospital, I actually got a prescription from a hospital because I was in a hospital for a prolonged amount of time. And I got this pump prescribed by a doctor from the hospital. And this pump was delivered to me the next day in the hospital. It is free of charge for 12 weeks. I got prescription for 12 weeks, but I got 2 pumping sets with it. This pump has 2 attachments, and at the end of the attachment goes the breast piece, and they rent out 2. They give you a prescription and this is what you get. You get 2 of those. But for my insurance company, 1 is free of charge, and if I want to use the second one, I have to pay 25 euros. I got a package with both of these pieces sealed separately. So this one was separate and this one was separate. And if they see that the second one was opened, they will send me a receipt for 25 euro. Obviously, I opened it because, in my opinion, makes no sense to have just one. The more, the better. Because it's just constant washing. So I'm very happy to pay 25 euro to use the second one, but I will show you how this works. So first of all, you get this pump. It's a stationary pump and it works with electricity. So when you pump, you have to sit in one place and you cannot move because it needs electricity to work. Then you get the attachments and I will show you how they work. First you have a bottle, then you have this kind of top piece. You screw it together. Then you have this yellow part. You put it here. And then you get the breast cup. And this is assembled pump. So to pump, you need to connect it to the main machine. And then it pumps. So I'm going to go through pros and cons now. So pros are the price. It's free basically. It's only 25 euro for the second attachment piece. But in comparison to like all the other pumps, 25 is very cheap. Second of all, it's strong. You have a suction adjustment here. You can regulate it. For me, it's strong enough, but you can have it on a lower setting or on a higher setting. But in comparison to other 2 pumps, this is the strongest probably. And what that means is because it's strong, it's also fast. So in 15 minutes of pumping, because that's recommended time of pumping, you can get quite a lot in comparison to other pumps. And it's easy to assemble and disassemble. Cons, lots of cons. You have to sit down to pump. It's only 15 minutes, so it's fine. But for example, me, I do 1 breast at a time, so I already have to sit for half an hour. So that's annoying. Second of all, it's the size, it's quite big. So if I want to take it with me on holidays, it's just too big to take. I cannot take it. I also cannot take it to a cafe, or if I'm out of the house for a longer amount of time, I just cannot take it with me. You have to hold this because imagine you put it here. You need to either hold it in your hand, which I do. You can put it in your bra, but it's gonna detach and it will leak, and sometimes it's just very problematic. So if you don't want to hold it in your hand, you can either purchase a bra with hose, which is extra spending, and then it makes the whole machine more expensive because later you will have bra with hose, which you don't need. Or you can purchase extra end to this, extra attachment. I'm gonna put it here in this corner. And with this attachment, you can go hands-free, but then again, you have to pay for this extra attachment, which makes this machine more expensive. And even though you go hands-free, you don't need your hands, you still have to sit. And the last one, it's quite loud. It makes this annoying noise. I'm gonna just not talk and put it here. So it makes this annoying noise. So for example, for me, if I want to record a reel while pumping or do something where it's just annoying, it's loud in comparison to other pumps. So my overall rating of this pump would be solid 6 out of 10. Let's move on to the next pump, which is our Harmony hand pump. This is how it looks. I'm going to quickly skip and show you how I assemble it. So this one has a few more parts. It has the bottle part, then you have the top lid part, but it comes with this little attachment with a little flap. Then you close it, then you attach the shield, and then you have the pumping part. So this is ready pump, there is no cable, and this is the first phase. You first do this for 2 minutes, and then you press the back. How I do it is I do 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth one, I never go to the end, but I do 1, 2, 3 and hold. And then I hear the milk hitting the back wall. And then when I don't hear it anymore, I release. And then there is a big chunk of milk falling. So 1, 2, 3 and hold. 1, 2, 3 and hold. That's how I use it. And pros and cons. In general, I like this pump. A pros is that it's portable. It's small. I can take it with me anywhere. If I go to a cafe, I don't have to plan. Okay, I pump before leaving, I pump after coming back. I can literally go to the toilet or hide away, pump for 15 minutes or 10 or 5 minutes. And it's quite fast, so there will be some milk. And then I can just put it back in my bag and doesn't take so much space. I can take it on holidays. Very portable. That's a big plus of this pump. Another pro is that it's cheap. In comparison to the other two pumps, I think I paid, I'm going to put the price here, so it's relatively cheap, I would say. It's super easy to use. You just have to press something, right? No philosophy here. You don't need to watch tutorials. Easy to use. It is surprisingly powerful. I thought it will not be as powerful as the other pump, automatic pump, but actually the 1, 2, 3 and then when this hold is just the milk is just shooting out constantly. And the other pumps, they don't do it. They have this automatic rhythm, and I feel like this shooting, this constant shooting, there's really a lot of milk accumulating, and you can see that it releases a lot of milk at once, which makes it also super fast. So it's powerful and fast. What I like about this one is I can start and stop at any time. So with the other pumps, if I, for example, have to quickly stand up and go do something, I have to detach it. It has a cable, so I have to also open the cable, put it down so it doesn't fall, because yeah. And here I can literally just, I don't have to turn anything off. I don't have to do anything. I just detach, reattach. So it's very good. I like it when I feed my baby. So I can breastfeed my baby here, pump, and if she needs to readjust, or I can literally put it down, help her, or I can get up, come back to it. So it's surprisingly very easy to start and restart and stop. And another thing is it's quiet. This is all you hear. Quite like it, that it doesn't make this annoying noise like the other pumps. And my overall rating of this pump will be, I didn't say anything negative about this. One would be that it's a hand pump, so you literally have to use your hand for 15 minutes. And another thing is this, you have to sometimes press it, you know, or you either, imagine this is boob, so you either have to press it with this hand or you have to hold it, which can be a bummer. But usually when I have it in my bra, it holds and I don't need to have a special bra or anything. And you can hear immediately that it detached. The other one, sometimes I don't notice that it detached. I look down and I see it's detached because I see the nipple is not moving. And then I'm like, oh, I don't know how long it's been detached for. But this you hear immediately and you feel immediately. So this is very good. My overall rating of this would be 8 out of 10. Solid 8 out of 10. I really like it. I choose it quite often, even if I'm at home and I have the other two pumps available. And the last pump that I will talk about is this Motion InBra Medela pump. Pros of this pump is it's portable, it's not connected to anything. You just put it in your bra and you go and it just pumps for you. It's hands-free, you can do other things at the same time. So basically it's different to the other two pumps, but it has lots and lots of cons, which makes this pump, what doesn't make it? Let's go to the rating at the end. But the cons are, it's expensive. It's really expensive, that's why I only purchased one. So I pump one and then I put it in the other one because I just didn't want to spend so much money on a pump. Second of all, it's not as strong. I was surprised, but it's not as strong as the other two pumps. I sometimes, when I just bought it, I started using just this one because I was excited about it, and I almost got mastitis because it didn't empty my boobs, and yeah, I did not realize that it's not as strong. And yeah, I had to hand express the rest until I got the hand pump. But usually, yeah, I will tell you how I use it now to avoid this mastitis situation again. But yeah, it's not as powerful as the other two pumps. The third con is that it's not comfortable. Looks like it should be comfortable, right? You just put it to your bra. But look at the size of this. It's this big. So you put it in your bra. Your bra is meant to fit your boobs. So now imagine that one side, or even if you have two, now you have to put this much of an extra thing inside your bra. So either your bra will be stretched and ruined, or I don't know, or you have to hold it, which what's the point in a bra hands-free pump if you have to hold it, or you just have to ruin your t-shirt, your top. And also it's very tight when you do it because now you have like this extra boob on the boob, so it's very uncomfortable. I feel I really don't like how big it is. In my opinion, it should be flatter and bigger, but yeah. So design flaw. And another design flaw is here in the settings. So basically when I turn it on, it has two settings. I will show you this way. No, I will show you this way. So this is the setting for the initial phase. This is setting for the second phase. And you can see the second phase jumped directly to level 5. So it means that it remembers settings from the previous pumping. So if I want to now freshly pump, I washed it, I want to freshly pump, I have to first turn it on. I have to change the phase to L1, otherwise it's gonna start sucking on level 5, which is what I finish my previous session with. So it's quite strong. So when I just start, if I forget to change the setting, it will hurt me. And then I have to quickly go down 4. So I have to remember to go level 2, level 1 before I start pumping. Otherwise I hurt myself. I've hurt myself a few times. I don't know why they didn't do it like this, why it remembers the setting. In my opinion, it's design flaw. Not good. Another con is the noise. It's annoying, you know, if you have to do it for a long time on both boobs. It's not easy to assemble. A few times I just couldn't do it. I will show you now how to put it together. I will detach all the parts. Detaching. Okay. And I will put it together and I will show you that it's really not that easy. Now, after I've used it, it is easy, but it's not. The first few times I couldn't do it. And with the other pumps, I could do it the first time. So first you have this part, you put it over here, so it's sealed. Then you put this together like that. And here's what I didn't do right the first few times. This needs to really click. If it doesn't click, it's not gonna suck. So you have to really press it well. And if it doesn't pump, then this is probably the problem. Then you have to put this piece in here, Also, the first few times I couldn't get it out, then later I learned. And then you put the engine on top. And this is your assembled pump. Another thing that I don't like about it, it is hands-free in the bra, so of course you need to charge. But I feel like I need to charge it too often, so I have to charge it every 3 to 4 times I use it. So basically every day I need to charge it. I don't know if that's a lot or not. It's just something annoying, so yeah, this is definitely a minus. In overall, and one more thing, there is an exit here for milk, so this is how you pour. I find that if I pour like this, I don't get a lot of milk out, and there is a lot of parts where the milk is stuck, so I feel like I'm wasting a lot of milk with this. And you have to remember not to bend over. So for example, yes, it's hands-free, but if I want to pick up the baby and bend over, I'm gonna spill my milk on top, and I spilled it already a few times. So not good. I don't like that. I think there should have been there should have been something here to close it, but there isn't. It's just open. So I don't like that. I think there should be like a little lock. So lots of design flaws in this one, in my opinion. And now for the verdict. It's just for me, with how I use it, what's good for me and what I like and I don't. So if I were to get rid of one, I wouldn't get rid of any of those because I use them for different things. So for example, if I know that the baby is asleep and I can sit down and pump, I would just sit down and use the strong pump. If the attachments are dirty, I use the hand pump. And then with the hand pump, I will pump one breast, then put this one in to finish, because I would not use it just to pump because I feel like it's not strong enough. Or if I start with this one, then I will finish off with the hand pump. So I always use two because I feel like this one doesn't empty my breast, and I feel like the hand pump also doesn't. After I hand pump milk and I put this one in, I always get something out, and the other way as well. If I first use this one and then hand pump, there is still something left. And so yeah, if I could do something now, I wouldn't buy this one, or I wouldn't buy the hand pump, and I would buy attachments for the strong pump. And when 12 weeks are up, I would probably just go for the hand pump and buy the engine for the attachments. So that's what I would do, but now I spend too much money on this. So I'm not gonna buy the attachments and the engine. I'm just gonna, when I have to give back the hospital pump, I will just use these two, and I think it should be fine because my milk supply will be already established by then, and it will be a bit more stable. Right now it's also up and down a lot. So this is my review and instruction of how to use the pumps. I hope this helps. Let me know.